Good afternoon, welcome back. It is Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023. Got a few events, a couple birthdays to talk about real quick. Of course, big event, non-racing racing related, happened on this day in 1963 in Dallas, Texas. We all know that was the assassination of President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. I'm kind of a JFK assassination buff, so I listen to a lot of podcasts. I've read a few books. And the more I read and the more I hear, the more confused I get. So that's a rabbit hole we're not even going to talk about now, but just pretty big event that happened 60 years ago today. So anyway, on racing front, on this day in 1987 at Atlanta International Raceway, now Atlanta Motor Speedway, Bill Elliott wins the Cup Series race. Dale Earnhardt locks up his third Cup Series title. Second for Richard Childress in an absolutely dominating year, winning 11 of 29 races and just leading just about every statistical category possible. A very, very dominating year. Plus, it's the last race that Wrangler is a primary sponsor on that number 3 car. Fast forward to 1998, another Richard Childress driver wins. This time it's Mike Skinner on the flat oval in Japan at Twin Ring Motegi. The last of 3 exhibition races that NASCAR would put on in the land of the rising sun. And Skinner won 2 of those. The third race there, his second in 1998 on the oval. 2015, Kyle Busch wins at Homestead in the Cup Series in the Championship 4 race, winning his first of currently 2 Cup Series titles. Of course, a lot of people are upset with the fact that Kyle won it and didn't compete in all the races. But much like with Blaney winning the title this year, he played under the same set of rules. And, and it's like it's been like that with every champion since 2014. Like them or hate them, they've all been given the same set of rules. So it is what it is. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the playoffs. I don't agree with the chase. But that is what that is. Now we will talk about birthdays. We only got a few of them, so they're going to go pretty fast. Born on this day in 1977, second generation driver, had a brief stint in trucks and maybe Xfinity, I don't remember. Son of Mike Skinner, Jamie Skinner. Born on this day in 1974. I remember him vaguely racing in like the Southeast series, the Artco and the late model series down in the Southeast. I have a card of his somewhere, but I couldn't find it. But it was a prospect card from the 1995 Max Top 5 of 2005. That'd be Mr. Toby Porter. Born on this day in 1947, sadly passed away in 2012. Suffered a couple serious injuries at Indianapolis in 1973 on that opening lap crash. He did make a few Cup Series starts through his career as well. That'd be Mr. Salt Walther. And our final birthday, we got a few cards for. Born on this day in 1936, sadly passed away in 2010. Worked for just about everybody under the sun because his name is Suitcase, and that would be Mr. Jake Elder. And we'll front and back these because I've only got a few cards here to show. But Jake was amazing at setting up chassis for these drivers. To put it politely, Jake, for lack of a better term, could not read or write, really. But he worked on cars and knew everything about cars. And if you really want to watch a good race where he was the crew chief in one, go watch the 1980, and this is one of my favorites, and it's a long one, 1986 Motorcraft 500 at Atlanta. He was crew chief for Morgan Shepherd for the Race Hill Farms team with Jack Beebe, and that car was on rails all day long. I believe they led the most laps. Obviously, like I said, they won the race. And this was an unsponsored little team, and they beat all the big dogs that day. If you look back at some of the other folks over the years, 1985, if you look at Bobby Hillon's 1984 and 1985 season and look at the numbers, 1985 when Jake Elder came on board, you can see that car pick up big time. Into the season in 1985, he left the Stavola brothers car and went over to be the 47 with Ron Bouchard. That team, you can really see it pick up there. Obviously, you've seen on these where he was working with DW. And this one right here, 1992. What year did DW get his final win? 1992. So it says a lot about the man, that he knew how to set up cars. He could read the tires. He could read, so much of that car and understand what he needed to do. The driver could say it's doing this, it's doing that, but again, those tires, those four tires, those four little contact patches will tell the story, and he was able to decipher that code. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video today. As always, thanks again for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. I would really, really appreciate it. It would boost me up just a teeny tiny bit in that ever unforgiving YouTube algorithm. But I always appreciate all the likes, all the comments, and everything that you guys do to help out. So thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and we will... no, it's Wednesday, I'm sorry. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.